What's up? Welcome back to the Craft Mansion. So this is another video about my new workshop. This is the second part of the whole thing. I have the first video up here, or somewhere about here. If you haven't seen it, give it a look. It's just up there. I am currently sitting on my brand new chair. I just bought it for my new workshop. It's a swivel chair, so I can easily maneuver through my stuff. So let's start with the intro, and then we can continue. Another morning, another day of going around and looking for stuff to buy for my workshop. Today I plan on getting the cabinet that will be at the back. That should be ready today. And I also plan to find a new tripod because my last one broke. And to also buy the wall tool hanging thing board for my tools. So I just picked up the sideboard that goes at the back. Yes, it's a sideboard that goes at the back. The tripod is here as well. It's this one. So now we can go and collect the last item for today, if the store has it, of course. I also managed to find the display boards. I just bought the hooks for now, and then in about 3 hours I will come back again to the same place and collect the rest of the stuff. I got all of the boxes upstairs. I just need the tripod for now. Now I have the tripod set up. The camera is actually on the tripod. And now I can start setting up the back cabinet. The cabinet is now finished, so I have my 2 cupboards and then the drawers. They're all done. And I also brought the wall hanging tool boards. I have the pegs over there. I just need to cut this in half so I can hang the whole thing over there.
workbench is here as well. Well, at least the frame of the workbench. I need to go and buy the wood and then attach the wood to the whole thing, and it needs to be cleaned. So I got myself this colored piece of clothing, which I can tear down, and then we'll start popping off the dirt from the metal. Now that the frame is a bit cleaner, I can start painting it with galvanizing paint, and that's about right. I forgot to wear this. So now that the first coat is done, I set up a fan over there and I open the window so it can easily dry. And after that's done, I can start the second coat. The painting's all finished, I have the second coat on, and now I'm going to go and buy the piece of wood that will go on top to complete the workbench. And we have our usual shot of me in the front of the car, and then the stuff I just bought at the back. As soon as I got home, I took off the packaging from the wood. Then I put the wood on the frame and made sure that the wood extended with 5 centimeters all around the frame. Once everything was in place, I marked the wood with a pencil. Then I took off the wood and marked where I needed to drill holes in the frame. Then I made pilot holes and started drilling my way into the frame by using the smaller drill bits. Since the whole screw needed to fit from the bottom side of the frame, I made the bottom holes larger. I went straight for the largest drill bit, but obviously this didn't work. I used the smaller drill bit, but still no improvement. I used that drill bit slightly bigger than the original hole, and finally, success. Then I made my way back up until I got the desired hole diameter. So, after using 5 different levels of drill bits and breaking another 2, I finally finished all of the holes, and now it's time to clean up so I can attach the wood to the frame. Before flipping the frame, I hammered in the plastic end caps. Then I put the wood back onto the frame and marked where I needed to drill some holes. I flipped the wood and drilled some pilot holes for later on. I flipped the frame again and then put the wood underneath it. So, I've got to figure out how to get the screws in there, because I have to hang them like this. And hopefully, when I'm screwing them in, they don't fall out and end up in the metal. Of course, the screw fell. Yep. So, I decided to try another method So I had to flip the frame again and then widen the holes at the top. This is because I got screws long enough to fit all the way through the frame. And then I drilled them in. I made sure that all three woods were on the same level. And then I applied some wood plaster to hide the seam between the pieces of wood. Once dry, I sanded off the excess until it was smooth. And then I also sanded the top of the workbench, the sides and the corners.
Now the bench is cleaned and this is the new setup. So I got my bench over here, my chair, the cabinet. I will hang these swords on the wall and I will hang more projects on the wall when I do more. And of course I have the shelvings over there, the dustbins, more drawers, the tripod and the light over there. Now I just need to remove some of the stuff so I can start putting varnish over the wood and then the bench will be finished.
Then I put on the first coat of varnish, let it dry, sanded it and then put on the second coat.
And finally my workshop is finished. 2 weeks. Well, it's been 2 weeks. Anyways, I got 2 more videos, one over here and one over here. You can always subscribe over here. So until then, this is the Craft Mansion, and I'll see you next time.